So I met Toby Gad when I went out to LA for the first time. I'd just finished travelling. I went travelling for 3 months after I finished school to get some headspace and get all the partying out the way before I knuckled down. And yeah, it was a mutual connection between my manager and someone that he was good friends with. She knew Toby Gad, and it was just an industry thing that put us in contact. But I knew nothing about the trip until I got back from travelling. So I basically was told, like, oh, you're going to LA in a couple of weeks, which was crazy for me. Something I didn't really see happening that soon. So I went for a meeting with Toby, and he asked me to play a song, and I played it, and then he offered me a publishing deal. So it was a really like crazy like run of events, and then we wrote together loads since then. It's been kind of the ultimate form of, I guess, like acceptance and reassurance that I'm doing something good. And it's been really surreal at times. I mean, Leona got up at my London show before Christmas and said she wanted to sing with me, which was crazy, and everyone in the audience was just like, what is going on? And I was like, I don't know. So that was awesome, and playing shows with Lewis has been amazing. Just any artist kind of giving you the nod that I think that what you're doing is good enough to take the risk of putting you on first at my show, despite the fact you've only got 2 songs out. Like, whatever point of the year it's been, it's just been a nice like motivator to keep doing what I'm doing, and yeah, a really great feeling. So last year I did 110 shows. That was a joke at the beginning of the year that my manager and I had, was let's just do 100 shows this year. And then it got to like October, and we accepted a tour with Dennis Lloyd that was 19 shows, and we realised that including a couple shows that were bolted on the end of my own at the end of the year, that we were going to be well over 100, and it was crazy, and I've loved touring. It's been a great experience. I think that, well, performing live is my favourite thing, but also I think you have to earn your stripes with that, and the more you do it, the more natural you get on stage, and the better the vocal performance becomes. And I knew that I wanted that to be one of my main focuses last year, so I love touring, and I love going to new places. That moment was hilarious. I don't think it's what people thought it would have been. They thought that I'd be watching Love Island as everyone in the country is, and that my song would come on and be like, oh my god. I was on a train. I'd been in London doing something, probably in a session, and I was asleep, and then my phone started buzzing, and like someone called me, and then I think about 14, 15 calls were coming through at the same time, and my phone just turned off. So I was like, someone died? Like, what's going on here? So then I had to like plug my phone in because it wouldn't turn back on, turn it back on, and I've never had that many notifications in my life. Everyone I've ever known, ever.
I guess it's the most watched show in the country, isn't it?
Yeah. I wrote my first song when I was 6. I really hope my songs are better than they were then. But it was just kind of instinct. It was like diary writing and poetry combined. And yeah, I've always just been a very like imagination-driven person. I'm very like happy with my own company as well. And I think that to be a songwriter that will write by themselves as well as with other people, I think you've got to be a bit like that. Like, I can just get inspired by absolutely anything, and I feel things really intensely, which is a good and a bad thing. But yeah, I've honed kind of the craft as a songwriter over the last couple of years. I waited 4 years before I put anything out, and that was just me solidly songwriting, learning from other people, from Toby Gad, from amazing songwriters that like gave up their time to work with me. And it's something that I'm hoping I'll just get better at as I grow up and learn how to articulate how I feel.